Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. So last lesson we learned how to solve simultaneous equation using graphs. That would be a much easier way to solve it. Today we're going to go into algebra we're going to go into solving using algebra. This could be slightly more difficult, especially when you're not really good at solving two-step equations. Okay, so I'm going to attach another video alongside with this as well. That is a easy way to solve two-step equations. That would definitely help. I recommend go through that video first before this one. Okay. Now, so to do this, I'll give you an example first. We got two methods. We got a substitution method and also a elimination method. Me personally, I would recommend elimination. They just a lot easier. You will see later on in this lesson. Okay. Substitution method is basically you substitute a entire equation into one letter. I give you two example here. Okay. So when we do solve simultaneous equation, we normally name it as equation 1 and equation 2. Okay. When you have equation arranged like this, is really good giveaway that is the best to use elimination, because when you basically the whole entire equation you can substitute into the y. Okay, so we can I normally write substitute as sub 2 into 1. Okay, so we have x plus something and equals to 7. Now the y, we can replace the y with the entire thing here, x plus 3. So we got x plus 3 here. If it's we got a plus here, but if you got a minus at the front, you need to put a bracket because it changed a lot of stuff. Okay, so if it's plus, we just write as it is. That's fine. X plus x is 2x. We need algebra. Okay, plus 3 equals 7. Now this is the part that we need to learn how to solve two-step equations. We already did it, but if you're not confident, just try to watch the other video about how to solve two-step equation. Okay. Now, to solve two-step equation, we kind of do BODMAS backwards. We do addition, subtraction first, and then multiplication and division, and then indices, and then brackets. Okay. So we want to eliminate plus. So to do that, we can move the plus to the outside and it change signs to become opposite or reverse operation. So whenever we cross the equation sign, it change. It go into reverse operation. Okay, so 2x as it is, we didn't touch it, and 7 as it is. But when 3 moved to the outside, it become the opposite operation. We got a plus here. When we move to the outside, become minus. So 2x equals to 4. You can guess 2 times what equals to 4? 2. Yeah. Or you can do reverse operation. 2 times opposite is divided by 2 times is basically times 2. The opposite operation of times 2 is divided by 2. So 4 divided by 2 is 2. Yeah. We're not done yet. We solve x. We still need to know what y is. So we need to substitute x equals to 2 into one of the equations. Doesn't matter which one, but it looked like the second one's easier. So we substitute into 2. So y equals to x is 2, yeah. So 2 plus 3. Okay, y is 5. So again, our solution is x equals to 2, y equals to 5. It's the same format as what we learned last lesson. So yeah, we need to write the solution like this. Okay. Now you can pause this video and quickly do B and see whether you get it. If you're good with that, then you should be okay. Then we can just move on. Okay. So for B, is also a really good giveaway that we're using substitution. Okay, because this can just substitute into that. So x plus 1 equals -3. Okay. Again, if it's negative here, you need to change to, you need to put a bracket, because when we open a bracket, everything inside changed sign. Okay, so we got 2x plus 1 equals -3. Again, reverse operation, move to the outside, become minus. So 2x equals to -4. So because I'm not sure, and you guys know how to do direct number by guessing. So if you don't know, do reverse operation. Times 2 opposite is divided by 2. And then you can check calculator, -4 divided by 2 is -2, okay? So, and then we need to substitute back. Oops. X equals -2 into, equation 2 seems easy, so we do equation 2. Y equals -2 plus 1, y equals -1. If you're not sure, check calculator, okay? So we got x equals -2, y equals to -1. Doesn't matter which one is substituting to, you always get the same answer, okay? Sure, this is an easy substitution method, okay? Now, we also have harder ones. I'll give you 2 examples here. Now, again, if you got the same letter, it's a good indication that is substitution. So it's slightly different to the previous one because you actually need to rearrange them. Okay, so I think 1 or 2 doesn't matter which one you want to change. I would like to change 2. I don't like negative, so I just change the second one. Okay, so 2. So we got for 2, we're just changing 2. So x. So we're going to move 2y to the outside because we only want x by itself. Okay. We want x by itself, we move that to the outside. So plus 2y, opposite is minus 2y, yeah? Equals 4 minus 2y. Okay. Now let's name the equation 3 so it's easy to use. So we can sub 3 into 1. If we change 2, we cannot substitute that back into 2 because it wouldn't work that way. Okay, we need to substitute into the other one. So the whole thing, so 4 minus 2y, and then we got minus y equals to 7. So it's 4 minus 2 minus 1 is minus 3y equals to 7. Now, oopsie. Okay, now we need to move the 4 to the outside. 4 is positive, so when you move to the outside, become negative. Equals to 7 minus 4, -3y equals to -3. Now, what times -3 equals to -3? Well, any number times 1 is itself, yeah, so y is 1. And then we can substitute y equals 1. If I have space, I should write down, but I don't, so I need to write across, okay? Well, when you do in exam, you can only write one column down. You can't do double columns, okay? Now, substitute y equals 1. Any equation is fine, so I'm just going to put it into 1. Because they have small numbers. So, x minus 1 equals 7. What minus 1 equals 7? X equals a, yeah? Easy. So, solution, x equals to 8, y equals to 1. Cool. Now, next one. This one is slightly difficult because we can't really substitute in x because the x and the y, they're different. What do we do? Well, it's kind of a tough one, but this we got 2x, this we got x. What about we times the second equation by 2? Okay, so let's do equation 2 times 2. So once if you times the equation by 2, you times every single term by 2. Okay, so x times 2 is 2x. Positive is still positive. So 2 times 2 is 4. And then 11 times 2 is 22. Okay, now we got equation 3 here. We got this one is the same as this, so we can kind of arrange it. Whoops, I don't want this as equation 3. We want to rearrange it. So 2x, we want to move this one to the other side first because we want to substitute in 2x. So we got 22 plus become minus 4y. Okay, I make this is equation 3. Yeah. Now we can substitute 3 into, because we changed 2, we can't substitute into 2, we can only substitute into 1. Okay, so the whole thing, so 22 minus 4y minus y equals to 2. So 22 minus what? 5y equals to 2. Now we won't need to solve this, then we need to move this to the other side. 22 is positive, so it's plus. So move to the other side, become negative. So negative 5y equals 2 minus 22. Negative 5y equals to negative 20. Now it's negative 5y times y. So the opposite of times negative 5 is divided by negative 5. So y equals to negative 20 divided by negative 5. So y is 4. Okay. Again, I don't have enough space. I want to go down, but I couldn't. So I'm just going across. So substitute y equals to 4. We can substitute any equation, 1, 2, 3, doesn't matter. You know what? I'm going to go with 2. Okay, so x plus 2 times 4 is 8 equals to 11. What plus a is 11? 3, yeah? Yep, so you got x equals to 3, y equals to 4. Solution. Okay? Now, again, it seems like it's a little bit long here. I'm going to introduce you to elimination method. It's my favorite. I'm not sure whether you think it's easy or not. You can use substitution or elimination. If the question doesn't specify, you can use either one. Doesn't really matter. Okay, so let's use elimination. I really like elimination. That's why yeah, I recommend it. So again, we label a number. We label the equation first. Okay, now it's really good indication that if they have the same letter, we use elimination. But the thing is, if it's one plus, one is positive, one is negative, we plus them. If it's both negative or both positive, we minus them. Okay, I give you an example of minusing later, but let's do plus first, because one positive, one negative, if they add together, becomes 0. Okay, so we 1 plus 2, we add them together. Okay, so 2x plus x, they line up already, so it's easy to do. 2x plus x is 3x. Negative y plus y is 0, so that term cancel out. And then we got 1 plus 14 is 15. Wow, 3 times what is 15? 5. Yeah, like a lot of times the calculation can be really easy when we do substitution. Okay, now all you need to do is substitute x equals to 5 into one equations. Which one we would like? Let's do 2. These smaller numbers. So 5 plus y equals to 14. 5 plus what is 14? 9, yeah? Our solution is x equals to 5, y equals to 9. Okay? You can pause this video and give it a go on the next two. It should be quite simple because we got negative and negative. Yeah, you just add them together. So, yep. Once you're done, you can check my answer, okay? So it would be 1 plus 2, you got 2x. Oh, you can also minus here, but I just want to eliminate bigger ones, so the number will be smaller later. So x plus x is 2x, these two cancel out, 7 plus 2 is 10, so 2 times 5 is 10, yeah? So we got that, and then we substitute x equals to 5 into, doesn't really matter which one, so I'm just going to go with 2. I like positive, that's why. I don't like negative. I don't like fraction. So yeah, do positive. So we got 5 plus 2y equals to 3. Now we need to move this to the other side. So we got 2y equals to 3 minus. So 5 is positive, to the other side become negative. 2y equals negative 2. Y equals to negative 2 divided by 2. Y is negative 1. Okay, so our solution is x equals to 5, y equals to -1. Okay. Yeah, a lot of those things. You realize you can basically go in one column, so it's much quicker. I reckon it's much quicker. Yeah. 1 minus 2. Wait, actually, plus. Different signs with plus. So 3 plus 5 is 8x. These two cancel out. 7 plus 1 is 8. Oh, x is 1. And then we substitute in x equals to 1 into 1. Well, they look like small numbers. Yeah, I like small numbers. 3 plus 2y equals to 7. Move this to the outside. Positive become negative. So 2y equals 7 minus 3. 2y equals to 4. Y equals to 2. X equals to 1. Y equals to 2. Solution done. Yep. Now let's do a little bit harder ones. Okay. When we have both the same sign, like if you remember earlier, if we have them the same, we would like to use substitution. Yes, you can use substitution or elimination here. It doesn't really matter, as long as you make you comfortable. Okay. So for me, I reckon elimination is quicker. So I'm just going to use elimination here, and I also want to show you how to use elimination by subtraction. Okay. Now, for me, I normally will look at the number in front. Which one is bigger? I always use the bigger one minus the small one. So yeah. So in this case, 2 minus 1. Yeah. 5 minus 3 is 2. These two cancel each other out. And then we got 7 minus 1 is 6. Okay. Well, 2 times 3 is 6, so x is 3. Then we can substitute x equals to 3 into, I like small numbers, so it will be 1. So 3 times 3 is 9. I'll just write 3 times 3 then. Plus y equals to 1. 9 plus y equals to 1. So then, 9 plus something equals to 1. Must be a negative number. So if you're not sure, then we move this to the other side. Positive 9 become negative 9. Y equals to 1 minus 9. Y equals negative 8. Yep. So we got x equals to 3. Y equals negative 8. And give it a go and do the next two. You can do substitution and elimination. Doesn't matter. The answer will still be the same. Just depends on preference. Pause the video to give it a go first before we do it. Okay. Now let's move on. So again, we got 1, we got 2. Second one's bigger, so 2 minus 1. 10 minus 7 is 3. These two cancel each other out. Wow, 2 minus negative 1. This is interesting. So minus is plus. So 3x is 2 plus 1 is 3. X is 1. Okay. If you're not sure, check your calculator. It always helps. And then we can substitute. X equals to 1 into, I like small number, so 1. So 7, well 7 times 1 is 7, plus 2y equals to negative 1. Moved it to the other side, you got 2y equals negative 1 minus 7. 2y equals negative 8. Y equals negative 4. Okay, negative 8 divided by 2 is negative 4, yeah? So solution is x equals to 1, y equals negative 4. Okay, next two, 1 and 2. Again, use big minus small, so it's 2 minus 1. 5 minus 2 is 3. These two cancel each other out, and because any number minus itself is 0, yeah? So 14 minus 2 is 12. X equals to 4, yeah? Substitute x equals to 4 into 1. 2 times 4 is 8, minus y equals to 2. A minus y is 2, 6, yeah? Done. 4, y equals to 6. Done. Okay. Now, let's move on to something slightly harder. Something that is just not obvious what we need to use. Okay, now we need to those questions here, just extra practice. the reason I bring this up, this one is easy. This one is also easy. Okay, so you can all use elimination. You asked you to use substitution, but why we use substitution when elimination is easier? Okay, so I'm just going to ignore that part. So 1 and 2, 1 and 2. Okay, so again, big minus small, so 2 minus 1. I think you can find a solution straight away. And this one, interestingly, you got 3 and negative 3. So 1 positive, 1 negative will be plus. So 1 plus 2, okay? You know what, I just quickly do this. 2 minus 1, that's p equals to, the second term cancel out. The last term is, make sure you know which one is minusing which, because it's 2 minus 1. So it's bottom one minus the top one. So 16 minus 7 is not 1, it's negative 1, okay? And then we substitute p equals negative 1 into 1, small number. So 3 q equals 4, okay? I just kind of skip. I do way too much, so I know how to solve it quickly. Yep, that's right. And then this one add together. The first term cancel each other out. The second term 5 plus negative, so it will be 5y plus negative 2y equals to negative 11 plus 8. Yeah. Now plus minus become minus. So it's 5y minus 2y equals to negative 11 plus 8 is negative 3. Yeah. 5y minus 2y is 3y equals to negative 3. You can divide both. You can move the negative 3. You can move the 3 to the outside. So it's 3 times y opposite divided by 3. So y equals to negative 3 divided by 3. Y is negative 1. Okay. And then you can substitute y equals to negative 1 into, doesn't matter which one, let's say 1, okay? So 3x minus 5 equals negative 11, x equals to negative 2, okay? That's that. Now, the important one for this one is b. It doesn't have anything that match. What can we do about this? Well, you got 4x, you got negative 2x. If we double the second one, so let's see double the second one, 2 times 2. So second equation times 2. We negative 4x plus 5 times 2 is 10 equals 8, okay? Now this and this is opposite. So you know what? We can just add them together and eliminate first term. So we can do 1 plus 3. Okay. So this plus this is cancel each other out. Negative 3 plus 10. You can do negative 3 plus 10 in calculator. It should be 7. Okay. And then 6 plus 8 is 12. Wait, no, 14. Whoopsie. Now, wait, oh yeah, sorry, that's 7. Y equals 14. Y is 2. Okay, and then we can substitute y equals 2 into any of the equation here. I would like to do one small number. Okay, so 4x minus 2 times 3 is 6 equals to 6. That moved to the outside, so we got 4x equals to 6 plus 6. 4x equals to 12. X equals to 3. Okay. X equals to 3. Y equals to 2. Cool. Great. Now, we also have others similar to that one as well. This is for example here. You can pause this video and go through this yourself first. And then once you're done, we can check the answer. Okay. So if you're done, here's the answer. I'm just going to label equation 1, equation 2 first, okay? 1 and 2. Now, for this one, you got 2x and x, and then you got 3y and y. Well, you can times the second one by 2 to match this, or you can times the second one by 3 to match this. Doesn't really matter. I like small number, so I'm just going to times the second one by 2. So you got 2x plus 2y equals 14. Okay, that's 3. Now you got both 2x, so we just need to use one minus the other. It looks like the number on the equation 1 is bigger, so I'm going to use 1 minus 3. First one cancel each other out. 3y minus 2y is y. 17 minus 14 is 3. So y equals 3. Easy. You can substitute y equals to 3 into... Second one looks smaller, so I'm going to use second one. So x plus 3 equals 7. X is 4, yeah, 4 plus 3 is 7. So simple, x is 4, y is 7. Wait, y is 3, sorry. Yep. Next one, well, this one, you can make it complicated, but, well, you can times this first one by 2 to get 2b in the first equation, or you can times the second one by 2 to get a 2a. Doesn't really matter which one you use. With the number on the second one seems bigger, so I'm going to times the first one, okay? So the first equation times 2. So you've got 4a plus 2b equals to 14, yeah? That's 3. Now, 3 looks like it's bigger than 2, so I'm going to use 3 minus 2. It doesn't really matter actually anyway, but if you use a small minus big one, you end up having negative numbers. I don't like negative numbers, okay? Now 3, so... Wait, minus 2? Yeah, okay. So 4 minus 1 is 3a. These two cancel each other out. 14 minus 11 is 3, so we know a is 1. Easy. Now we substitute a equals to 1 into the smallest one. A equals 1. Let's do 1. Doesn't really matter. It just look like small numbers. So 2 times 1 is 2 plus b equals 7. 2 plus 4 equals 7. 5, yeah? Done. A equals 1, b equals 5. Yeah. The last one, well, x is a little bit hard to get the same. So y, we can times the second one by 2, yeah? Second equation times 2, we got 10x plus 2y equals 24. Algebraically, but yeah, we do what we can do. Now, which one look bigger? Well, it looks like 3 is bigger, so we use 3 minus 1, okay? 10 minus 3 is 7. The second one must cancel each other out, and then 24 minus 10 is 14, so 2 times 7 is 14, yeah? This is 2. Now, substitute x equals to 2 into... Yeah, first one looks smaller. 1. So 2 times 3 is 6, plus 2y equals 10. Move this over. So 2y equals 10 minus 6. 2y equals to... equals to 10 minus 6 is 4. So y equals to 2. Yep. So we got x is 2, y is 2. Okay. Easy. Cool. Now, last bit here is I'll just trying to show you how we can use simultaneous equation to solve problems. Okay. So, well, one we have every time we got like a question asking, we have two numbers. We can always use them as x and y, or you can use them as a and b. It doesn't really matter what you use. Okay. You can name one as Peter, one as David, if you really like that one. If you really like that idea. Okay. So let's say the first one. I'm going to use a and b. Okay. the entire x and y already. So sum of the two number is 38. The sum means they add together here. So a plus b is 38. Okay. Now their differences is 24. Differences means minus. So a minus b is 24. Now we got two equations. We can solve it. Well, b, one is minus, one is plus, so that means we can add them together to cancel each other out. Yeah. So it's 1 plus b, 2. So 2a equals to 62. Yeah. We can halve both sides, then we can get what? 31. Yeah. Well, we got one is 31, then we can find the other one easy. So we can substitute a equals 31 into 1. Yeah. Not like 1. I like positive, I don't like negative. That's why. You got 31 plus b equals 38. We move that to the outside. B is 38 minus 31. B is 7. So we got a is 31, b is 7. So one of the number is 31, the other one is 7. The bigger one's 31, smaller one's 7, yeah. So b, I'm going to list this out. Oh well, let's do it, yeah. And b, the sum of two numbers is 12. So if they add them together is 12, okay. One is 3 times of the other. So let's say a is bigger, so a is 3 times of b, okay. Two equations, 1 and 2. So, because remember, if you set up like this, we can use substitution. Yeah, you can see substitute that in. So we can sub 2 into 1. Okay, so 2 into 1, then replace a with 3b. So 3b plus b equals 12. 4b equals 12, b is 3, yeah, 3 times 4 is 12, okay? And then we substitute b equals 3 into, I think the second one is easier, into 2. So a is 3 times 3 is 9. Ooh, easy. A is 9, b is 3. The bigger number is 9, the smaller number is 3, yeah? And then I give you a few questions to do as homework. Now, because it's really difficult topics, I will get you to do every single one of those questions. The challenge one's A and 9. A and 9 is basically solving problems. Okay, so hope you enjoyed this video. Make sure you check out the solving two-step equation video because you really need that. Okay, thanks for watching. I'll see you next time.